Have you ever noticed that in Harry Potter 7, Harry essentially goes through a faith crisis? I mean, he's not doubting his testimony of the church, but he absolutely goes through a period of doubt when it comes to Dumbledore. Harry starts out with a somewhat simple and blind admiration of Dumbledore. He's in awe of everything he does. He's the wise, altruistic role model and mentor. But then when Dumbledore dies, all of these rumors about his more sinister past start coming out, and Harry starts wondering, is any of this true? Why did Dumbledore hide this information from me? What does this mean for the plan to defeat Voldemort? Is it even worth going on if I'm only doing this because Dumbledore told me to, and now I'm not even sure he's the person I thought he was? And then Harry enters this really dark period of questioning for the entirety of the 7th book. Now, I love this story. I find it really relatable when it comes to questioning faith. Obviously, everyone's faith journey is going to look different, but I think one lesson we can gain from this narrative is the importance of seeking simplicity beyond complexity. Now, what I mean by that is that Harry started out with a very simple faith in Dumbledore, and we all start out with a pretty simple, pure faith in the church. But when Harry encountered challenging information about Dumbledore, all of a sudden his relationship with him became complex. It became unsettling. It was challenged. And Elder Holland's taught that any true faith is going to be in crisis, that we're all going to encounter major challenges to our faith at some point. The important thing is to not get stuck in complexity, but to arrive at the other side at the simplicity beyond complexity. Harry was eventually able to reconcile with Dumbledore and find peace by continuing on the path that was set out by Dumbledore. I don't think he would have come to the same place if he had just stopped and given up on the plan because his faith was still in question. He kept going until he was able to get the whole picture and gain some greater context for some of the challenging information instead of just caving to the voices of the critics. Now, don't mistake me for saying that you're just going back to simplicity and ignoring complexity. That's not this at all. This is not a reversion. Now you know everything that complexity knows and more. It's completing the hero's journey, if you will. It's becoming something greater. It's knowing and discovering all of the facts, the good, the bad, and the ugly, and choosing to interpret those data and facts with faith, hope, and charity instead of with cynicism and unkindness. Obviously, this is a short video, so I can't nuance everything the way I would like to, but if you really want to dive deeper into this, I did do a devotional with the Logan Institute of Religion a couple years ago on Harry Potter and faith crises, but also this devotional by Stephen Harper at BYU is excellent.